Hello, welcome to another video with your girl Charlie, Charlie author. This one is a June TBR because I have got so much on. As we all do, the TBRs are never ending. As you may or may not know, I do have a read along book club book community thing that I do with my friend Rebecca at Rebecca Loves Books and Cats. It's called CB Read Alongs, so Charlie and Beck's Read Alongs, and we have roughly 2 books a month, like because we cut them up into 2-week reads. So I've got 2 books for CBR, and I've also got 2 arcs that I was approved for on NetGalley. NetGalley is such a weird one. Like, you don't hear anything, or you don't think you're going to get it, and then boom, 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 one day suddenly everybody says yes, and you're like, okay, I'm a mood reader. Do I even want to read this anymore? I don't know. So I had 2 approved. One is a quite anticipated one, but I've not read the previous book in forever, so I actually have no clue what's going on. And then some others are some continuations, and just some other bits and pieces. So let's get into it straight away. If you have watched the previous vid, you will know that I was in the process, or I'm still in the process of reading Dragon by Taran Matharu. I have the wonderful, beautiful, I think it's that way up, isn't it? I have this beautiful, if I can get it out, Jesus. I have this beautiful Goldsboro edition of Dragon Rider. As you can see, I've started a little bit at the top. This is an absolutely stunning edition, so I am really hoping that it is a stunning and good book. My good friend Heir has said that it is. You can check her out at her YouTube channel. I'll put her link below. She said it's amazing. In her words, she says it slaps. She says the book slaps balls. So I'm ready to get involved with that one. Very excited. For those who don't know, I mean, self-explanatory. A boy's gonna ride dragons. What else do we really need to know? Quick one. We are continuing. As you can see, I am a bookmark girly. As you can see, I am going to be continuing with Heir of Fire by the mother Sarah J. Maas. Just a shout out to anybody who has a prestige and perfect copy of this that they would like to part with, because my baby destroyed mine. I'm blaming it on her because I don't know how it happened, so it must have been her. What are these? What even are these? Okay, this is the first time I've taken this book down off the shelf to read it, and this happens. This is why we don't do these things. This is why we don't read physical books, because they get hurt. And nobody needs that. So we are continuing with Heir of Fire, which is the first introduction of Rowan Whitethorn, for those that have read the book. And it's one of my favourites, simply for Rowan's introduction. But I am quite excited to get through it in order to get to Queen of Shadows, which is, for me, top fucking tier stuff, like, of that whole series. So there is that. We have Voyage of the Damned. We are going to be reading Voyage of the Damned. CBR is going to be reading it. This was an Illumicrate version, if I get this right. Yes, this was my Illumicrate version with the lovely spread edges like this. I had the Goldsboro one. I think it was Goldsboro, and it was like a blue version. And I did a poll on my Instagram page about, which one was better and which one I should keep. And we ended up with this one because it is fucking stunning. Look at that kind of rainbow snazzy metallic-y thing going on. What's the book about? Couldn't really tell you. 12 magical blessings, 12 days at sea, one chance to stop a killer and save the world. For 1,000 years, Concordia has maintained peace between its provinces. To mark this incredible feat, the Emperor's ship embarks upon a 12-day voyage to the sacred goddess's mountain. Aboard are the heirs of the 12 provinces of Concordia, each graced with a unique and secret magical ability known as a blessing. except one, Ganymede's Piscaro, class clown, slacker, and all-round disappointment. When a beloved heir is murdered, everyone is a suspect. Stuck at sea and surrounded by powerful people without a blessing to protect them, odds of survival are slim. But as the bodies pile higher, Ganymede must become the hero he was not born to be. Can he unmask the killer and their blessing before this bloody crusade reaches the shores of Concordia, or will the Empire, as he knows it, fall? So that was a pick for us because, as I said, most of us got it in a book box and we really needed to make a dent in the TBR. I'm excited to check it out. It is something different. Not different. Oh, look at that. I mean, it's fantasy, so it's not that different to me. But in terms of the kind of setting and on ships and stuff like that, we'll see how that goes. Last of the physical books we have Five Broken Blades by May Cortland, which is actually a pseudonym. Not her real name, which I discovered later. Again, Goldsborough version. Look at those spreads, baby. Just beautiful. Let the best liar win. Heard some good things about this. Rebecca of CBR has actually started this a little earlier, I believe, and she said it's going well. We have a bookmark in here that came with it. Very, very nice. And we've got this stunning shit on the front. That's good. And then we also have these sexy end papers. Which I really, really like. As you will notice as we do these videos, you will know that I don't look at my books. Once they arrive on the shelf, over, done. Who looks at them? And then I see them and it's just like, oh, aren't you pretty? Thank you. So yes, we will be getting into Five Broken Blades. This one is about five blades. So it's the season for treason. The king of Yusan must die. The five most dangerous liars in the land have been mysteriously summoned to work together for a single objective: to kill the god king June. He has it coming. Under his merciless immortal hand, the nobles flourish while the poor and innocent are imprisoned, ruined, or sold. Not really sure I'm loving the enslavement narrative, but we'll go. And now each of the five blades will come for him. Each has tasted bitterness, from the hired hitman seeking atonement, a lovely assassin who seeks freedom, or even the prince banished for his cruel crimes. None can resist the sweet, icy lure of vengeance. They can agree on murder. They can agree on treachery. But for these five killers, each versed in deception, lies, and betrayal, it's not enough to forge an alliance. To survive, they'll have to find a way to trust each other, but only one can take the crown. Let the best liar win. Sounds very interesting there, doesn't it? So we're definitely going to check that one out. Five Broken Blades, that one starts on Monday the 3rd. So if you would like to join us, definitely check out CBR read-alongs on Instagram. Definitely check it out on Instagram for information on how to join and what you need to do and all those kind of stuff. Welcoming community, obviously, it's all fun and games in the chat once we get the ball rolling, so definitely check that out. Then I have my two arcs. Now the first arc that I got approved for was the third book in the Orisha series, which is the A Children of Blood and Bone. Sorry, no. The Orisha series is, the first book is The Children of Blood and Bone. The second is The Children of Virtue and Vengeance. And this third book is The Children of Anguish and Anarchy. And I think it's been about 2, maybe 3 years since the last book came out, and I have absolutely no clue what's going on. But there is a bit of a recap at the front of the book. So I definitely have to get that read, and I need to have it read by the 25th of June, which is when it comes out. I am really, really hoping, fingers crossed, that it is good, that it is a good wrap up, because not a lot of people were happy with book 2. I personally didn't hate it, but not a lot of people were happy, and I really hope that Tomi Adeyemi is able to rein it back in, especially because Children of Blood and Bone is getting a movie. It's being distributed by Disney, I believe, and some other production houses, so there's big money behind it. There's big stuff going on, so we are really powering through for this really strong Black fantasy, one of the first to make it so mainstream and so big, and we adore and implore her for it. So Fingers crossed it's good, guys. I will be back here, so you will join me to know what we think of it. Final one. So my final book, so that would bring me to 6, is Shadowed Moonlight. Now, this is one where the blurb just kind of took me. I'd not heard of the writer, who is a KC Harper, K.C. Harper, not Casey. And it's a wolf book, baby. My life collapsed the day my lover Kane abandoned me 4 years ago, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. Now I need his help. I've got one shot to save my brother, as long as I solve the murders plaguing our city, Cambria. It'll mean diving headfirst into the political minefield of our supernatural elite, but a new alpha has joined the fray. He's dangerous, he's devastating, and he's the same man who obliterated my world all those years ago. The deal: fake being his mate to solve the case. The cost: everything. As catastrophe looms and old passions ignite, I'm faced with the impossible choice between loyalty and love, but the killer is watching and waiting to strike. Oh my god. So I'm definitely loving that. It's first person, it's paranormal. Wolves is first person and paranormal, dealing with ex loves, new loves, old loves, all of that good stuff. So I'm 100% ready to read that, and I hope it's good, and I hope it's smutty, and I hope everybody just loves this whole train of loving wolves books and suddenly starts buying my shit. Okay, good. So, agenda here. It's looking like wolves are becoming a thing. Okay, it's looking like it's a time for wolves. It's giving smart romantasy, okay? So I'm hoping that that is going to be a good outing. So of this and, as I said, Bride, there's actually a lot going for my book, baby. So Wolves of Duty, for those that don't know, there is actually a lot going for Wolves of Duty to be discovered in this knock-on effect of people wanting more wolf book and more paranormal book. So we are definitely involved in being a part of that movement. Okay. So, thanks so much for checking it out. Let me know if you're going to be reading any of these books. And as I have said, check out CB read-alongs on Instagram to find out how you can join us. Make sure you check out and subscribe at charlieauthor.com. You can always find all my latest news and links to my books and blog posts and images and all this kind of stuff. So make sure you check out the website. Everything's in a nice, neat little place for you to get to. And other than that, let me know your thoughts about your own TBR, my TBR, whether you've read any of these books, whether they're going to be worth it, not worth it. Let me know. I'm ready to hear from all of you guys. So I hope you have a good one. Bye.